Yes, but he did it. Right? All right. I think we can start. So, welcome to the podcast one more time. You can say hi to the camera. Today we are with Carolina, with Nicole, and with Paula. And we're going to talk about some topics that some things that we saw during classes, right? The first thing is one game is called Two Truths, One Lie. So the idea is that we tell three stories, three short stories, and we guess which is the lie, right? I'm gonna start. I'm gonna tell you my three stories, and you're gonna decide which is the lie, right? So the first story is one day I was in a disco in Quadra Play, and I was dancing and I was drinking, and I threw up on the disco floor, right? That's the first story. Second story, um, I was eating fries, like charged fries, like Papas Locas, right? I was eating, and I realized that something was in the food. I felt a piece of fingernail, right? A fingernail in the fries. And I was eating that. It was disgusting. It was horrible. Yes. And the third story is I was traveling on a bus, in a Copetran bus, and the bus crashed with the mountain. It was not a big crash, it was not a big explosion or anything like that, but it crashed a little bit with the mountain. I panicked. That day I felt scared. Right? So which is the lie? The disco story, the food story, or the bus story?
The disco is lie.
The disco is the lie?
Yes.
Okay. What do you say?
The bus light.
The bus is the lie? Okay.
The disco.
The disco? All right. Well, the lie is the third one. The bus never crashed in the mountain, right? Okay.
Okay, so it's not.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
So who wants to start with the three stories? You? Okay.
I was studying English when my dad called me to go for a walk.
Okay.
And second, I was running in the morning when it's straight. Empezó.
It started?
It started to rain.
To rain. Okay.
And the último, I was swimming when my brother called me to eat.
Okay. So, studying English and your father called you to go for a walk. You were walking and it started to rain. And you were swimming and your brother called you to eat. Okay? I think the lie is the third one. You were swimming and your brother called you to eat.
Yes. the swimming light.
Yes.
Yes? Why is a lie? You never swim? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I was eating burger, and I feel up quickly. The one. The second, I was begging clothes when I receive a call. Three, I was sleeping and my boyfriend come to wake me up.
Ah, came to your apartment.
Yes.
Okay. So, what was the first story? The first story you were.
The one eating burger.
Okay.
The second, begging clothes, receive a call. And the three, my boyfriend.
In your apartment.
The tree is like
It's lie.
Yes, the cheese line.
The three, I think the lie is the first one, the one with the burger.
No, the three.
The three?
The three.
Okay.
I was watching a movie when someone knocked on the door. I was singing when my dad come home. And I was cooking when a stranger called me on my cell phone.
Okay. What was the first one? Can you repeat the number one?
I was watching a movie when
Someone
someone
knocked at the door. What do you think is the lie? Which do you think is the lie?
The one? They watching a movie?
The second one. What was the second one?
I was singing when my dad come home.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Pablo.
All right. Okay. Now, I think we can change to the second activity, right? Talking about future accomplishments, right? I'm going to start first. I'm going to tell you my future accomplishments, okay? So, by this time next year, I hope I'll have traveled to Paris. I want to travel to Paris, right? So I'm saving money to travel to Paris. Maybe just 4 days or 5 days. That's it. And come back, right? 3 years from now, I like to have bought a car. I want to change my motorcycle for a car. So I hope to have bought a car, right? In 10 years, I like to have gotten married and had kids, right? I want to have 2 kids, maybe 2 girls, right? And by the time I'm 60, I hope I'll have retired from working. Like, I hope I'm just to be sitting on a chair in my house and relaxing, enjoying the life. That's it. Those are some future accomplishments, some future plans that I have, right? So what about yours?
By this time this year, I hope I'll have bought my iPhone. Sí, comprar.
Uh-huh.
Bought my iPhone of my dreams.
Oh, bought your iPhone. Okay. Which one? iPhone 16?
15.
15? Okay.
Yes. And 3 years from now, I like to have traveled to Spain to visit my mom.
Okay.
In 10 years, I like to have both the motorcycle of my dreams, yes.
Okay. Your dreams motorcycle.
And by the time I'm 16, I hope I have live in the house with my parents.
Okay. Live in the same house with your parents?
Uh, um,
Or in your parents' house?
No, in my house with my parents.
Ah, in your house with your parents.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good. I like those future accomplishments. What about you?
By this time next year, I hope I'll have in the travel in Guajira.
Uh-huh.
Guajira. 3 years from now, I'd like to have ay, ¿cómo digo? Mudarme.
How do you say what? Sorry?
Mudarme.
Moved?
Move in the Florida Blanca.
Okay.
In 10 years, I like to have bought my apartment. By the time in 16, I hope I'll have relax in my house.
Oh, relax in your house. Okay. Good, good, good. What about you?
By this time next year, I hope I have bought my apartment. 3 years from now, I like to have traveled United States. In 10 years, I like to have now several countries. By the time I'm 16, I hope I'll have quiet life.
Had a quiet life?
Yes.
Okay. In the United States?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Good. I think that will be all for today. We need to cut it up. So you can say bye to the camera.